Hello and welcome back. I am the Muted Goat. This is episode 9 of my Let's Play Civilization 4 Realism Invictus playthrough as Transoxiana. And one note is that we are currently in a heat wave, and I record in my basement, and our air conditioner has basically been running nonstop. And yeah, so if you hear a hum in the background, that's probably what that is. I saw on my recording software that it was being picked up, but hopefully it's not too much. Okay, and I'm seeing here, so I did get flintlock musket, and I thought that was going to unlock everybody last episode, like line infantry, mainly line infantry, but that is not the case. But it has unlocked light infantry, and I am going to build a bunch of those in all the cities that are performing research right now, as they are great for, I use them primarily for defense, for anyone that might want to declare war on me. I have a bunch of light infantry that I can kind of scramble around my continent or my lands. They move quickly, and they're great at attacking troops sitting out in the open. So, and I am going to also upgrade my current skirmishers, so I'm dropping my science down to 0 to get the gold for that. Got enough gold. I am up to 60% research, which is good. Got my skirmishers upgraded. Once I get all these light infantry built, then I will feel a little bit safer against any possible, like, Arabian invasion. I don't think anyone on my continent, well, maybe the Chinese would, but doubtful. I don't think they would be silly enough to attack me right now. Okay. And one of the not so great things about discovering these other... Okay, we get to see who's most advanced here. I'll finish that thought in a minute. So Nelson Mandela is number 1, and we do have open borders with them. Mentawab, Hammurabi. And so Hammurabi we have open borders with Kashmir and Muawiyah. Okay, so who is Mentawab? Muawiyah, that's Arabians. Mentawab is the Abyssinians. Okay. Kashmir 3, that's Poland. Alright, so we're 6th, which isn't bad. And we have open borders with number 1 and 3, so we can swim in their wake technologically. Even though right now I am rushing my technology towards explosives. Okay,
Doubt
so
is
we
not
got
a pleasant
humanist
condition,
thought here.
but certainty is absurd.
It allows free religion, which we will not be doing as of now. And can build the Sistine Chapel. I'm guessing that's already been built. We can... Yeah, Sistine Chapel looks like it's already been built. We can build Renaissance art, which we will do with whatever city builds a light infantry first. Okay. Anyways, so what I was saying earlier is the downside of meeting all these other civs is we get a lot of noise from them declaring wars and asking us to join them in wars, which have absolutely no impact on us, so just a note there. More good than bad, I would say. Okay, we did get this square, so let's build a windmill there. Or tile, I should say, instead of square. And yeah, my goal remains the same. I am going to take out Dun-Eden and Karakoram here. Gosh, maybe even Elgin. Once I get explosives and upgrade my city raider troops. The Mongols are actually good friends of ours right now, but we have to have a source of coal. There's just no two ways about it. I don't trust to trade for it with anyone, and we got pretty unlucky to have... Well, we have like basically half this continent and no source of coal, so that is a non-negotiable. We don't need it right away, but we will definitely need it when the industrial era gets going. We're still finding spies. Alright, so Poland wants to do open borders, and I am going to do it because they are more technologically advanced than us. And we'll keep it at 60%. Science here. Alright, the Abyssians are demanding gold from us. And now they're furious with us. So that makes me a little squeamish. They could potentially mess us up. So that makes me want to build some ships, which I'm going to do, at least for our western coast. So the Abyssians are fairly close to us. And with that, I'm going to put them in the light infantry I build in Toulouse or Tollhouse, whatever that city's name is. And yeah, I'm going to build a fleet and park it in Gurganj here, and I just gotta like occasionally look to see if they are Rome. I am not going to do an open borders with. Okay, we're going to do more Gallias here. Alright. This ship, can it move? Alright, it will protect this whale. Oh, and it can upgrade. Okay.
The bureaucracy is expanding to meet.
There's administration, which we needed to get the line infantry finally. And we can now build mayor's offices everywhere, which will help with our maintenance and in turn our economy. And we have these national units too, these Nogai Raiders, which I should build, even though I typically don't use a lot of mounted troops. It's kind of the only national troops of our civilization are mounted, so gotta use them. Alright, let's see how much to upgrade everything. Okay, horse archers are all good. Alright. Line infantry, all of our heavy spearmen is 1,300. All of our swordsmen is another 700. And all of our Longbowman is 420, so we need about 2,000 more gold, which means 3 turns of max gold here. Second one. Roman's asking me for something. Can safely ignore them. Mayor's office. Everywhere I can. Okay. Get research back up to 60%. There's 1,300. Now we might need to do a little bit more gold. Yeah. The price to upgrade goes up if, like when I upgraded all my heavy spearmen to line infantry, then it costs more to upgrade other troops to line infantry. So that's what happened there. And now the longbowmen. For whatever reason, it's saying only 100 gold to upgrade them all. I guess I don't get that. The medieval swordsmen, 258. Did I get everything? Can upgrade this horse. Okay. Feel a little bit better about our army now. We have upgraded to the Renaissance era, army-wise, and which troop is this? Oh, Bactrian Rider. It's 333 gold to upgrade. Alright, we have exactly 0 gold right now. Clearly not ideal, but really the only thing we would need it for immediately would be like a random event, if a random event were to happen. Actually gonna get all of my kind of mobile troops here. There we go. Slightly more centrally located, allows them to respond to, well, let's say the Abyssians dropping a stack right here near Kerman. Could get there in 2 turns. Alright, 4 turns to astronomy, so we already built all of our observatories, so not exactly sure what astronomy provides now. This is only my second time playing through version 3.7 of Realism Invictus, so still have some blind spots in knowledge. And by some blind spots, I mean a lot of blind spots. I just had a subscriber comment on one of my videos from my last playthrough where I wasn't understanding how
Astronomy
the
compels the soul to look upwards and leads
the
us from
progression
this world
of
to another.
logistical problems worked. Like, I knew as you go through the game, the amount of troops you can have in a stack without logistical problems grew, but I didn't know what the calculation was. And well, it's fairly obvious that some, like, let's see here, I bet like civil service would be one. I could find it. Civil engineering. No. Urban planning. So right there it says +1 to urban logistics. And my brain just never connected that was connected to logistical problems. For some reason I thought urban logistics meant like how you move around the map, even though it's not something I ever tested or saw, obviously. So that was a strange one. Let's see. Yeah, all the wonders are getting built up right away. Instead of research, let's get these. Actually, I still want more ships from our coastal cities. Get these Nagoya raiders going. Everything else. I'll do a few more ships. I'm remembering now that these galleass don't upgrade to like frigates or battleships or ships of the line. And so they're actually like the third best class of ship as they upgrade. And that's kind of useless as you get going up later in the game. So I don't want to build too many of them. So I'll have like 5 or 6 of them in Gurganj, which should, I don't know, it could possibly help if we get invaded via the sea. Alright, currently building all the Nagoya raiders we can build. And we'll keep them all here. Alright, Nelson Mandela's got a golden age because they completed the Taj Mahal.
I do not feel obliged to believe
Scientific
that the same
experiment.
God
I doubt
who has endowed us with
Leonardo's
sense,
workshop is
reason,
available
and
right
will,
now.
has intended us to forego their use.
It's 30 turns there. which city can build it the fastest? Kerman can build it in 30 turns. Same with Armavir. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot. Worst thing that can happen is we get a bunch of gold out of it, which we'll use to help upgrade all of our troops to grenadiers. Looks like they're pretty much maxed on the production they can do. Let's see. We take this away and go engineer. That helps slightly. Alright, this is basically just a rush towards explosives. Then I'll want to build a bunch of grenadiers. Hinduism is spreading everywhere. Alright, the former Armenian capital is almost built all of their buildings. Roman civilization has just been conquered by the Abyssinians. Versailles was just built. Probably by the Zulu.
I weigh the man, not his title. 'Tis not the king's stamp.
Metallurgy, we can build these, or upgrade our siege weapons to cannons, and explosives is 13 turns away. Okay. That's 15 turns away from Leonardo's workshop, which is shocking to me if we actually get that. And the reason I want to take Dunedin before taking Karakoram is I just like having contiguous borders, basically. I don't want to just go up to Karakoram and, you know, have, I guess, well, yeah, this Celtic land would, or Scottish now land would be in the way. I'll have to build like a fortress right here. And then Dunedin, because Fortress acts as a city, so you can get naval troops through there. And then you can pass ships from one side of the continent to the other. Another spy was thwarted. Alright. Vaghar Shapet is fully upgraded as far as buildings go. Let's return all of our ships back to Gurganj. They have explored everything. Okay. That's cultured. We're 4th, actually. Okay. Not too shabby. Greece wants open borders. I'm going to say no. Five turns until Leonardo's workshop, and cautious. It's like could actually happen. It just seems odd that no other, because you need scientific experiment to build it, and that was discovered a while ago. So it's just strange to me that
There is no problem
no one
that
else
cannot be
has
solved by the use of high explosives.
tried to build it. Okay, let's get some tech transfer stuff. Going to do navigation. That allows trade on the ocean, which will allow us our trade routes to be a lot more plentiful. All right. And time to build some grenadiers. Current troops we have need 960. We'll just do one turn of no research. Okay. They all get upgraded. Once all these other grenadiers are built, we are going to start putting together our stacks. Okay, we have 5 cannons. There it is. We got Leonardo's workshop. That is surprising. I was not expecting to get any wonders for a while, but provides production and science to workshops in all cities. And we have a bunch of workshops, and then does the same for manufactories, which we will be getting later. So yeah. That is pretty nice. What should we build? I guess a grenadier here couldn't hurt either. Okay, all of our Carracks are returning home. Just seeing what everyone has. They have like strength 7 troops. They have a ton of crossbowmen in there. So Dunedin's going to take... I'm going to have to do one stack like right here and then curl another one up around here. And then probably send a third stack up to Karakoram. Gosh, I wonder if I take just these 4 cities I'm looking at. Take Sterling too. I do have a technological advantage on my army, which is significant. It'll knock back my economy again, but we'll see. I have 3 stacks. I'll do another cannon so I can have 2 cannons in each. Okay.
Set your course
Got
by
navigation.
the stars,
Now we can trade
not
with
by the lights
everyone.
of every passing
That's
ship.
helped our economy quite a bit. Just what gives us the biggest tech transfer. I'm going to do social construct, or contract, sorry. We're getting a lot of thwarting a lot of spies. There's the cannon. Some line infantry will never hurt. These cannons will be knocking down the defenses quite a bit faster than the catapults did in our last war. Okay, got about 6 more turns with grenadiers being built. And looks like we can even pump our science up to 65%.
No free man shall be taken, imprisoned, or in any other way destroyed, except by
Alright, we can do a
lawful judgment of
constitutional
his-
monarchy. Which looks like a no-brainer. I think I'm going to do that rather than representation. Let's see the big picture. So they're actually different. They are different. But plutocracy is giving me 10% production in the capital, 10% gold everywhere, and also 50% espionage in the capital, which I like right now. All my civics are espionage friendly. No, not really using great people and have not a ton of need for them right now, so I am going to stick with plutocracy, especially since we got a war coming up. Fine arts is 80%. So that is what I'm going to do. 80% tech transfer, that is. Alright, a bunch of barbarian levies have showed up in Scottish lands. Alright, time Gonna start my stacks at least. Okay, each stack will have, let's say, 2 line infantry. Go 1 light infantry in each stack for the recon aid. It's going to be primarily grenadiers. What are our new... These Nogai Raiders. Going to do one of those in each. They'll provide mobility aid. Yeah. This stack's actually gonna go this way. This stack can go here. Alright, and the rest will be filled out with grenadiers. Whatever I can't fill out with grenadiers, so I'm always good with logistical problems 1. And I never want to be in logistical problems 2. So if I have room for more troops, it'll just be another line infantry. Each time I build on the amount of time it takes to build the grenadiers in these other spots goes up. There's a line infantry. I'll start building irregulars just to get ahead of it. Wheat for potatoes. I'm actually not going to do that because our wheat provides us... we need 2 wheat for our alcohol, for our vodka distillery, so I'm going to see if they'll do silver for potatoes, and they do. It's actually not a bad idea to see what else people will trade. China has gold, huh? And Zulu have fish and silk. I'll check with China. We have nothing they want. Okay. Fish for marble? That will not work for them. How about fish for citrus fruit? Alright. Citrus fruit, marble, and limestone for fish and silk. There we go.
Fine art is that
Fine
in which
arts
the
has been
hand,
built,
the head, and the heart of
or
man go
discovered,
together.
I should say. We're just looking for anything with 80%, so mercantilism here. Alright, 3 more turns for Toledo. So we'll wait for this one to get there, and we should be able to calculate this pretty easily with our stacks. Alright. Go Brocard. Alright, how many grenadiers do we have? We have 11, so that will work out perfectly to... Or no, we have 12. So 4 in each stack. And this last one we're building will be a backup. You can build an opera there. Alright. Logistical problems 1 still. Okay, if we bring a line infantry in there, where are we at? Still logistical problems 1. What about another one? That's 2. Okay. So the stacks can all take an additional line infantry. Okay. Send these 2 over there. This guy's a backup. Alright. Logistical problems 1. Just gotta make sure all these guys can move. Alright. Well, no reason to wait. Let's just start the war. Okay. Interested to see if there's any kind of counterattack from the Scottish. So where are they? We're 3.3 times stronger than them. Yeah. They were friends with the other civs on our continent, but that's only a -1. Okay, so they are attacking. Their cataphracts are attacking with 0% chance. But they are causing collateral damage, I think, to our cannons. Jeweler. everything up one. Everything but the cannons can fortify. These guys are hooking up and around here. This group's actually going to go after the Mongols. Okay, they still are going to attack. And they're withdrawing from it.
Wealth unused might as well not exist.
Okay. Not going to do protectionism. Absolutism is 80%. Okay. They have a decent amount of ships. Let's see how fast they knock down these defenses. 2 of them knocked down 14% in 1 turn. One, two, three, 4, 5. That would leave them vulnerable. Doesn't look like the Mongols are quite prepared for us. Chinese have a pretty massive army. You're going to need a lot more irregulars. What is in this? They do have some trade ships. Okay, I got one more galley here. Ooh, galleys lost. That's not good. And I was thinking I was going to go straight for the Mongolians, do 2 wars at once, but I kind of changed my mind on that. I'm going to take out both these Scottish cities first, and then I'll focus my attention on the Mongolians. Their troops are doing a good job of withdrawing a lot. Alright, here we go. Constitutional monarchy. Alright, this is actually interesting. I gotta... got attack these guys. I can do a ranged attack to knock it down their health a little bit. Troops will win these pretty easily. Do that one last because it has 3 movement. Okay. So I think I can attack and then drop back into the stack. Yep. It's saying I'm plundering gold. I actually don't know how that's happening. I'm not opposed to it. Drop my science down a little bit. Baroque art. All right, let's get a bunch of irregulars going. Speaking of that. Wars popping off on the other continents. Next turn, I'll be able to start attacking Dunedin. Okay. All right, they only have 4% fortification left, so I will do the ranged attacks. Okay, it's slightly injured some of the crossbowmen, it looks like. They have a ton of troops in this city, so this is going to take several turns. Oh, it's only a 77% chance, huh? I thought it would be much higher than that. They have fear from something. 49% chance. Well, shoot. I mean, they're just going to have a couple really good troops, I guess, that I got to break through. Hopefully we win this. Yeah, God, you just never win those ones for some reason. 32% chance. 49. Okay. It's only a 10% chance. He's injured, that's why. This is 32. Okay, we got lucky with that. 48. We're going to lose a couple of those. 47. Dang. That's a 22% chance. Losing to these crossbowmen, probably. Let's get this grenadier over here. Send up a couple more. About line infantry, 50%, but the light infantry is actually a 95% chance. Huh. Alright. Is that the same case for this one? 99% chance. I wonder what the light infantry have a minus 34% city attack. Okay, well, that seemed to open the floodgates against their more difficult troops. Alright. Don't fully understand all the math behind that, but that guy's only a 37% chance. The Snow Guy Raider's almost dead. Alright, so between those two stacks, they probably be a couple more turns. They'll get it done. Build a few more grenadiers, I guess. Knock down the defenses again. Apparently the light infantry are the best city attack troops. I would not have guessed that. Upgrading these grenadiers quite a bit. And then Elgin has very little left in defenses. Forming levies now. That's Edinburgh now.
In the beginning, there were two primal spirits, twins spontaneously active. These are the good and the evil, in thought and in word and in deed.
Yeah, we'll finish up this Scottish war and then regroup and go after the Mongolians. Primary purpose. Are they on a hill here? Of course they are. But they don't have nearly the troops that the Scottish did. I guess they're all up in their capital here. But yeah, our primary purpose will be to get the coal. They have coal next to their capital too, so we could actually take all three of these Mongolian cities, just leave that one up there. Okay. This whole stack can fill in there. Okay. No, we are not going to do craft guilds or serfdom.
I am the state.
Alright. We can start building these jails. That will help our espionage capabilities quite a bit. Looking for anything with 80% or more, go chartered companies. Oops. I had cap locks instead of shift there. We have fear again. I wonder what troop of theirs is causing the fear. Shoot. Forgot we had those two cities on research. Oh, shoot. Just kind of left this grenadier out here undefended. He's probably going to die. Well, that was lucky. Alright, let's do the ranged attack. Alright, logistical problems too. Still logistical problems too, huh? Alright. 80%. Good. This is going a little more smoothly than Edinburgh. Alright. That should be the end of the Scots. Yep, Scottish civilization is destroyed. Okay, and that has been, well, over an hour now. And in the next episode, we'll turn our attention towards the Mongols. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.